I've had my slinger bag for over 2 years now, and I'm just finally getting around to shooting a video about it. I actually got it off Kickstarter, and when I initially saw it, this was something I couldn't pass up. The kit that I got is now what's called the Slinger Slam Pack, which comes with a bunch of accessories, but they do have an option to just get the bag on its own. The Slinger bag is a tennis ball launcher, and it's unlike anything on the market. It's almost completely self-contained, and in this video I'll go through all the features and accessories to help you decide if you should own one yourself. But let's get this opened up so you can see how it works. Unzipping the bottom panel will expose the main controls, as well as the chute that launches the tennis balls. And there's a handy clip to keep this flap out of the way. On the upper front is the compartment where the tennis balls are stored, and I'll show you this more later. As you can see, I've used my slinger bag a lot from all the fuzz stuck to the machine. But on the main controls, you can set the ball launch speed and also the interval at which they're fed. On the bottom of this panel is the charging port, power switch, and the connector for the oscillating base. And that's really all you need to know to start using it. Oh, and there's one more thing on the side. Under this cover is the height adjustment control. Just loosen the knob and the launch wheel can easily be set from 10 to 40 degrees depending on the height you want the balls to shoot out. But let's get the slinger bag loaded up. Balls are stored in the upper compartment and can hold up to 144 tennis balls, which should be plenty. And you can keep the balls inside the hopper when transporting or storing the launcher. It's really handy to be able to roll this around with everything inside. That's one of the things I really liked about the slinger bag when I first learned about it. It's almost all self-contained and easy to transport. It also comes with a small wireless remote for starting and stopping the motor. But definitely keep track of this because you can't run the launcher without it. The good thing is that Slinger does sell replacement remotes, but it will cost you 25 bucks. This ball machine runs pretty quiet, but you do hear the balls shooting out of the front. I do enjoy playing tennis, but I'm not always able to get on the court as much as I like. So having this slinger bag allows me to hit balls whenever I want without having to find a partner. I'm definitely not that good of a tennis player, but this ball machine is helping me get more practice in. On a full charge, I'm able to get about 4 or 5 90-minute sessions, but I don't have the machine constantly running. This time includes me taking breaks and reloading the balls. Okay, so enough of watching me hit balls. I need to show you a few more things about the Slinger Slam Pack. One of the accessories it comes with is a ball pickup tube, and I've actually used this on several occasions. It works great when I don't have a regular ball basket around. It'll take a bit longer using this tube, but it's definitely better than having to pick up by hand. And the cool thing is that there's a spot right on the slinger bag to store it when it's not in use. I can tell they put a lot of thought into the convenience for users like me. In addition to the pickup tube, it comes with a tennis bag that can hold 2 to 3 rackets. And there's an oscillating base, which can be nice to have. This is the front of the oscillator, and the bag's wheels fit in the slots in the back. To me, this base looks a little cheap, but it's molded to fit the bag just right. And to be honest, I almost forgot I had this thing sitting in my garage because I've never used it until now. The great thing is that it's powered right off the accessory port on the front of the control panel. To start the oscillator, use the bottom button on the remote. It only has one speed, but it will effectively launch balls into both corners of the tennis court. It's actually a nice option to have, and it gives me a different type of workout rather than having balls launched to one spot. Okay, so here's a closer look at the mechanism that feeds the tennis balls. There's a rotating platter that cues balls into the chute. But occasionally, balls will get stuck between the plastic shield right above the drop point. When that happens, the machine will automatically stop. It doesn't happen often, but a ball will get stuck at least once whenever I use my slinger. When it does, just reach in and wedge the ball loose. For me, it's been really nice owning a slinger bag. I can get out early in the morning and get a nice little tennis workout on my own. Okay, so there's still a few more things I need to cover so you know what you're getting into. In the back compartment, it can easily hold 2 tennis rackets. There's also a phone mount included that attaches to the handle, but I'm not sure I'd put my phone here since I often hit the slinger with tennis balls. A nice surprise I found in one of the side pockets is a USB charging cable. This way I can charge my phone or use other USB devices on the court. In regards to transporting the slinger bag around, it's kind of big, but I'm able to fit into the back seat of my C300 no problem. My car doesn't have a lot of room, and it definitely won't fit in the trunk. But with the seats folded down, it fits perfectly. Finally, I just can't help this, but there are so many Slinger logos on this product it's almost crazy. I always feel like a walking advertisement when I'm on the court. Of course, I'm sure that's what they intended. I've had so many people come up and ask questions about the Slinger bag, but I really don't mind. I'm always happy to show people how it works. As mentioned before, it's a bit heavy and bulky, but with most of the accessories stored in or on the bag, it makes it very easy to move from place to place. Alright, so I don't really have any kind of practice routine, but I am able to get a lot of repetitions on my strokes. Again, I'm not really great on the court, but using the Slinger bag, I've definitely made improvements. Even after 2 years, it's working great. The Slinger Slam Pack is currently priced at $7.99, but if you only get the ball machine on its own, it's only $6.99. And honestly, if you just got the machine, it's really all you need. The additional accessories are great, but I found that I've hardly ever used them. So here are some final notes before I go. It would have been nice if Slinger added some handles on the bag. I find that it's a bit awkward whenever I have to pick it up by the straps. And sometimes I have to press the button on the remote several times before I can turn it off. I haven't been able to figure out if it's a range issue or a weak remote battery. And depending on the speed I set, there is some vibration noise coming from inside the case, but a slight adjustment will eliminate the buzz. And lastly, the Slinger website says the battery lasts 3.5 hours, and I think that's fairly accurate. But it's reassuring that there is an official replacement battery available whenever my current battery stops holding a long enough charge. If this video was helpful, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on all my weekly videos.